All right, welcome to Blue Jacket Apiary. I'm sure you can tell I'm not outside. So let me catch you up to speed. Drove up last night, dropped off a couple of Pro Nuke boxes, swapped some frames over. Did that so that the foragers that were out would have a chance to finish what they were doing, come back, and I would get completely and utterly full Nuke boxes. And man, oh man, did I get completely and utterly full Nuke boxes. I've paid a whole lot more and gotten a whole lot less. These nukes are incredible. And if they perform like they look now, they are gonna be rock stars. They don't come out of any particular line. They're just mutt bees, and that's quite okay by me. So, drove up to Imperial, picked up the 2 Pro Nuke boxes this morning with all of my bees intact, drove home, drove the vehicle out by the apiary, dropped off the first box, and figured, hey, you know what? I'll record a video of me installing a nuke because, I don't know if I've ever gotten that before. I can't remember, but I wanted to do it this time just because. So, hit record, did my deal. Evidently, technology does not agree with hot temperatures outside. So, when the phone overheats, it doesn't record anything. So I spent 5 minutes walking through a nuke install, showing frames, showing brood, and it didn't record anything. Technology is supposed to be a great thing, but today it wasn't. So you get to look at me in a t-shirt sitting on the stairs because I'm hot and it's hot outside. So once I realized that the phone was overheated and I got the big red thermometer thing on the front of the phone and it wasn't going to do anything because it was overheated, I decided that I was going to look in some other boxes. So that's what I did. I took a peek in the 2 boxes that I put the queens in 10 days ago, and they're doing great. One of them is a little bit smaller than I might like. Got a little bit of brood, but there's brood, so I'm just going to let it go and see how it plays out. The other one, there's about 4 frames, solid side to side, top to bottom, both sides, full of brood. So that queen is a rock star and is going to town. The second super that is on there is heavy. Heavy. With a capital H-E-V-E-Y. Heavy. And it hasn't even hit our flow yet, unless it started early, which is completely possible. But looking at the other, I installed the nuke and looked at 3 boxes today. And looking at the other 2 boxes, I don't think the flow has started yet because they're just cruising along. This one just happens to have a lot going into the second box. So they're getting it from somewhere. I just don't know where. But hey, fill it up with honey. I'm okay with that. So I may have to pull that one before our flow even starts. Go ladies. So the 2 queens are doing great. I looked in one of my nukes that I picked up a couple of weeks ago from Bee Rescue, and just, man, that queen's laying up a storm here in about 5 or 6, 7 days. When all that brood comes out, man, that hive is going to get monstrous. So I'm going to have to keep an eye on them. But the good thing is their second super is got almost nothing in it. So I may take another peek on Monday and consider swapping out some of the frames that already have wax drawn for frames that do not. And I may do that with the other box that's got the almost full super in it. And swap out some of those for some empty frames so I can get some comb drawn while the flow's on and set them up for fall when, knock wood, the second flow comes in. It won't be nearly as big as the first, but it'll be goldenrod and a bunch of weeds in the fall. But that's okay, I don't care. So that's what's going on in Blue Jacket Apiary today. Once again, things just don't quite cooperate, and that's life. So yeah, that's where we're at. Thanks for coming along. I'm going to try to solve this whole technology issue, and at some point, I'm going to get a video of bees in the box and me. and the 40 or 50,000 of them and me interacting. At some point, that's going to happen. But again, apologies for no video today, but that's where we're at. Thanks for coming along on this journey with me. Be kind.